Hey peeps, the worthless fuckers that are pissed off at me for standing up to them and exposing all of their bullshit to the masses, they decided, I told you I just walk into any store I want and take whatever I want. I'm paying for it. I'm doing heart-based service to society on behalf of God Almighty. I'm already paying for it. I went into a store today. I've been there many times. I've done this. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing into their fucking game anymore. Take your physical currency and shove it up your ass. I had really loaded up my pants and my robe. I look like I gained a lot of weight. 2 avocados, a candy bar, some yogurt, some wasabi peas. I didn't put anything in my backpack, but that was loaded to the hilt with my tech equipment. They stopped me on the way out. They were tipped off by somebody from the enemy's camp. There's going to be a girl, whatever, going in there today and doing this. They give a description of me because they can tap it in the future. And they have spies everywhere. They were watching out for me. 2 managers, they got me before I could walk out. I knew this was going to have to deal with them, and I didn't want to. I just didn't want to deal with that 3D bullshit. They took me inside this room. I said, I'll just level with you. I'm homeless. And he said, well, that's not really our problem. I said, yeah, I know. That's all I've ever known, is that kind of behavior. That is all I've ever known, is an uphill battle. I have known nothing but adversity. The government not only stole all of my inheritances, my properties, my homes, my businesses, they've also, through their CIA operatives, forced me into boxes where I'm trapped in poverty. So they can go fuck themselves. That's all I've ever known is adversity. So they just had me take everything out. They asked if they could search my backpack. I didn't care. I didn't put anything in the backpack. I was loaded on the robe and inside my pants. I just kept emptying everything into this little bucket. But this is to show you just how different my energy is. That was a test. I had porked Dracula back in the day. We did some stuff. It was good. He bit me. I got turned into a vampire. Eminem was playing Jonathan Harker. He's really Archangel Uriel, and we porked as well. He, at some point, got bit by a werewolf. I was porking a vampire and a werewolf, and when I got bit, that downloaded the DNA of those collectives. What I'm getting at is I have supernatural abilities. One of the most famous that Dracula had was that hypnotic ability. He had the ability to literally hypnotize you with his eyes. I have hypnotic eyes. It's the same exact ability that Dracula had. Eminem and Dracula are both twin flames of mine. Eminem is my identical twin flame, and Dracula, through the blood and the sex magic that we did together, it bound us. I imprinted on him, he imprinted on me. That's how he became my twin flame. But the test was, would that ability work in a situation like that? They were planning to have me arrested. Normally we call the cops in a situation like this. And I said, well, nothing left the store. Why don't I just agree not to come back again and we call it even? And they let me go. At that point, you're now in the matrix. What I'm doing is overriding the code with my energy. I can take the energy around you and I can shift your perspective. That is magic. That's what's been done to us by the elites. They've been doing a magic spell and altering our reality in so many different ways. Through rituals, through programming in the media, programming through television. Due to my connection to the astral realm, I can bring anybody back I want. The ability isn't activated yet, but it's just a change in frequency. You can disappear into a higher vibrational realm, and then when you want to come back, you can change your frequency to go more dense. Think of it this way. If you were to take an ice cube, put it on the stove and heat it up, it's going to go from a solid to a liquid to a gas. It's just the same form, changing its state of being. In the case of Britney Spears and Justin Bieber, I actually do have to pork, I'm guessing either Eminem or Dracula. Dracula is my spiritual husband. He does have the ability to go in and out. He can actually be here right now. He is a master of this ability. So he could come back to the physical. So I could be porking either Eminem or Dracula. I don't know. The reason that I have to pork Eminem or Dracula to create the avatars for Justin and Britney is because they're going to be very powerful healers. And they're going to need the divine feminine codes and the divine masculine codes. They're going to be very big healers. Nobody's ever really gone. There is no death. Anybody can come back. Anybody can go back and forth once they master the ability. I'm a kid in this realm, but in the astral realm, my soul is old. I've jumped from different collectives. I've jumped out of my angelic body, which is in stasis, and I've traveled the galaxy to have experiences for knowledge, for this training.